Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Lady Gang. I am Becca Tobin here with Jac Vanek and Keltie Knight.
Yes.
It's
Hello.
my favorite episode of the year.
It really is.
Whoa.
Happy December 21st. Happy December 31st, everyone. 2024. Goodbye. 2025. Hello.
I can't believe it's 2025. Oh my God.
I can't either. I saw a meme the other day that was like, if you're telling me year 2000 was 25 years ago, I'm unwell, I can't handle it. I like my millennial math where I think 2000 was like 4 years ago.
No, 20 years ago was still in the 80s.
Obviously.
Yeah, like that's what
20
years,
yeah.
You know,
in my
like,
mind.
Yeah.
It's 25 years since I graduated from high school this year. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Who's throwing I can't wait to go back to the reunion and hold my Emmys.
Wait, are you going to go to the reunion?
There isn't a reunion unless I make it. Nobody wants one except me.
Oh.
And so I made them.
Can't think of anything worse. I can't think of anything worse than a high school reunion.
I didn't even get invited to the last one.
You didn't?
I found out after it happened. I mean, I wouldn't go. Like, I don't care. But I also
Weren't there
wasn't
only
invited.
like 400 kids at your school?
Yeah, and it would have been so lame anyway.
But how did you not get invited?
I just wasn't. I don't know. Maybe because I didn't really have like a working Facebook or something. I don't know. But
Wild.
They didn't want me there because I was probably the most successful person out of there.
They're like, don't make us look bad, Jack, and your hot bod.
My hot bod. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, well, it's time for
Good week.
Yes, it is.
Bad week. Oh no.
who would like to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
So my good week, I don't know if you guys saw this because I only posted it on TikTok, but did you guys see the post that I made recently about this girl? Her name is Rachel Siegel. She went viral on TikTok because she got stood up at the altar. Did you guys see this?
Oh, no.
Oh, and she left in the dress.
Yeah. So I'll give like a little TLDR. Her name is Rachel Siegel. She went viral on TikTok. She was supposed to get married and her husband just stood her up, had cold feet and just like left
Mr.
her.
Big Style, like just didn't come.
Yeah, I guess. And
The day of the wedding, they can't find him.
in her wedding dress, looked stunning. And she just made this post and she's like, my name is Rachel and I just got stood up at my wedding. The post went insane. It has like 5 million likes on it. It's crazy. Anyways, so she has been just making content since she is now single and isn't getting married, just about the process of, going through that entire situation. And she made this post asking for people, like recommendations on what to do to kind of make her space feel refreshed and new and not like remind her of her ex. And somebody was like, well, get rid of anything that reminds you of him, obviously. Then she made a post and it was one of my drawings. And she's like, I bought this from this woman, not this woman, she's a lady ganger. She's like, I bought this from Jac Vanek. I love her drawings, but it's of 2 people. It's like me and my ex-fiance.
No.
And so she's like, so I want to give it away to somebody that would like actually want it and it could hold meaning for them. And I want to buy a new drawing from Jac. So I saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is so, she like, it like meant so much to her with her relationship. And she's like, I really want to start anew and just get like one person on it. So anyways, I was really touched and I sent her a new drawing of just like one person. And it just really, talking about manifesting, it really got me inspired to start doing art again. And I thought it was so sweet. And she's so great. And that was just a good week. I was like, I didn't realize how, I don't know, anything that I can do could make an effect in anybody's lives.
Can we ask, what was there an explanation as to why he left? Did he ever call, how Big ended up calling Carrie,
Yeah, I honestly.
And of course the kid ruined it. Remember the kid that was holding the cell phone?
I didn't watch
in
Sex
and the City.
The reason
she didn't get the phone call is because Charlotte's
Lily.
daughter Lily was like holding the phone,
Put it in her little baby purse.
Stupid kid.
I don't know, but
I'm dying to know the details.
I know. I'm like, maybe she should come on LadyGang for like a quick
100%.
little segment and like tell her story. Because she's also coming to Lady World. She's like a big LadyGanger. Yeah.
What?
So maybe we should have her on maybe in January or something to like, because that's like, what a fucking crazy story.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's so cool, Jac.
Yeah, I know. I'm really excited. So I sent her a new drawing. So I hope she likes it. My bad week is a by proxy bad week for Jared. So when we were in Phoenix. We stayed at a hotel and we woke up the next morning of the show and I was looking at Jared's face and I'm like, why is there an orange blob like right on the side of your face? Like an orange situation going on. And I made him like come into the light and I was like, oh no, I had done a face tanner on my face and we had cuddled in bed the night before and we had our faces touching and he woke up.
First of all, who cuddles with their faces touching?
We were like cuddling
with their husband.
Oh my God.
It's weird.
Weird.
I know it's weird that we do that. But yeah, he woke up and he had like literally a whole face tanner all on the right side of his face.
It was tan that weekend.
It was tan. So I always do one time too much. Yeah. I do it because I do it 3 times because I don't know it because it takes a while to develop. It takes like a full 24 hours. So I'll do like a morning and a night and then I'll wake up that next morning and I'm like, I should do it one more time.
No.
And I never should
do it. No.
And that's what I did. But I'm glad I did it because half of it went onto Jared's face, but he looked very
How long did you hold faces?
Like you would have had to hold faces a long time for it to like
we like to cuddle.
Get post-coital and you guys were sweating.
But with your face, like face versus face?
Yeah, we're just like holding each other.
Oh my
This is so upsetting. I'm fucking upset. I'm grossed out and I'm upset.
Thank God this is the last day of 202024 and we can leave this story in 2024.
Sorry, guys. I knew this would upset you, but I had to tell it anyways.
God.
Sorry. All right, who's next?
Becca?
Okay. My good week is that I am going on a couple's trip to Sonoma in January. And
let's go see that vortex.
No, that's Sedona.
Oh, wait. Are you not going with
Sonoma's wine country?
Sonoma's wine country.
Who are you going with?
We did went to a charity event and they had a trip auctioned off. And so the table that I was with went and we bid on it and we won. It's going to be me and Jamie and Odie and our friend Jen and all of our husbands.
Fun.
And so I'm really excited because I did do a couples trip like last New Year's Eve in Costa Rica, which was a blast. And I just remember feeling that was the perfect timing because during the holidays, you're with your kids so much that when you leave them for a couple days, you don't feel guilty that you haven't spent quality time with them. So we're doing Christmas. We're even staying for New Year's. So we're going to have all that time with him. And then by the time early January comes and we go on our trip, we're going to be so ready to piece the out of our responsibilities. So that I'm really excited about. And then
who do you leave him with when you guys do a couples trip?
Usually my mom. And like if it's a weekend, my dad will come and, hang out with her. But he loves my mom and it's really cute. And then so that's my good week. My bad week is this. And I've been holding this in, but I have to say it.
Oh no.
So in Phoenix, this venue had what Jared claimed to be the best bean and cheese burritos he's ever had. Because he's a musician. He's toured every venue. He's gone to all the things. He's had all the food. I trust Jared. Also, Jared loves food the way that I love food. And I and like same sees same. What's that quote? Like
I don't
something
know.
knows something.
Real recognizes real.
Real recognizes real. And Jared and food, I can get aligned with. You two bitches, I cannot. So when he says something is good and worth eating, I'm like, yes, I believe you, and I'm gonna go where you lead me. So I was like, I'm ordering a bean and cheese burrito without a doubt. So that we finished the show, and as you guys know from if you were there, and if you've heard the podcast recently, you know that we all got very intoxicated.
Yeah.
So everyone orders burritos. So there's like 10 burrito trays on the table, and I'm asking for my burrito, and I go over and I grab a burrito, and I'm assuming everybody ordered the famous burrito, bean and cheese burrito. And I start eating my burrito. Keltie, at your face, you know where it's going.
I think I do too.
I start eating it, and I'm so drunk that I'm like not even sure what I'm eating, right? I just taste freaking delicious. It's so good. And then Keltie's sitting on the floor next to me, and she's like, I want a bite. Did you get a bean and cheese burrito? And I was like, yeah, I did. I ordered the bean and cheese. Not a lie. And she looks over, and I give her a huge bite. And then about 4 bites later, I realize there's chicken in this burrito.
That's why I threw up.
That's why you barfed.
Oh,
It's definitely why you
no.
barfed. Because there was chicken in my cosmetic case. Like undigested chicken.
Ew.
And the reason I know it's the chicken is because I am not a huge meat eater. And when I go off meat completely for months at a time, and then the first meal back with meat, my stomachs, my insides are so mad.
Yeah.
I either barf or I have other tummy troubles. So when you threw up like that, I was like, this is my fault. It's my fault.
God. Becca.
Oh, no.
Something was different about it. Yeah, I haven't had meat since like 8th grade, unless it's like been a bone broth or something. Like when I thought French onion soup
You
was
had
like vegetarian.
animal
I had
flesh.
full flesh.
Yikes.
Oh my God! Thank you for saving for this for the podcast. I really appreciate it. I'm also leaving this in 2024. You bitches can leave some bad shit in 2024.
Oh my God.
I felt so guilty, but I was like, I can't. You know what? I wouldn't have wanted to know if I had done something
I
like
wouldn't
that.
have wanted to know except you telling the whole world on the podcast.
Well, no,
Well,
I'm
now,
saying in the
later.
moment. Like in the moment, I'm like, it's too late. She swallowed it. Like I can't be like, oh, by the way, what, it's just
because
gonna
then
put
you
some,
would like make yourself like it would be a well, it already happened, but it would have been worse.
we don't need to think about it. But then when you barfed, I was like, well, now I have to tell her. Okay, so that was mine.
Okay. My bad week is this. This is just post holidays. I went to give my gift to my best friends, and I did this thing where my best friends Dwayne and Joe, they have 2 cats, and they let me, when we go to play cards at their house, they let me bring Callie over, and Callie terrorizes the cats, and they hide, and then Callie like takes full run of the house, and I'm that asshole that like continues to bring my dog. And I was like, no, I'm gonna get them something really nice this year for the cats. I like to give them a present from Callie that's like, sorry, I terrorized you every time we played cards from the So I waited to the last minute to give it to them. They were like the last people I saw before I went on vacation. And I was so excited about this gift because I found this thing that's like a cat hat. So it's like essentially a cat bed that you put on your head and then you tie it like it's a sun hat underneath your chin and the cats can sit on it and not your head. And I was like, this is fucking amazing. I can't wait. And then I was like, it's probably meant as a gag gift, but like, I actually will put my cat up there. Like, I think it's incredible. So then I'm on my way to go like give them the gift and they open the gift. It was a fake box. It was a gag gift, like as if you were giving someone the stupidest gift of all time. It was just an empty box
with the picture.
Yeah, with the picture being like cat in the hat. Ha ha ha. So funny. I was like, no, I actually wanted the cat hat. But
how much did you pay for it?
Like $17 or something, which I should have but I was in the, anyway, but I didn't unbox it. So it was in the box that
Did you also get them other gifts?
No, that's all I got.
But to be honest, if your dog goes to their house and terrorizes their cats regularly, I feel like $17 is not enough money to spend on it.
But we decided we weren't doing like we're gonna do like fun presents. Like last year, I got them a Lazy Susan that like is like the sushi restaurant where it has like 9 different plates on it, and you can like Lazy Susan around everything. They love it. We've used it before.
That is fun.
Okay, here's my good week, and this is the energy I'm bringing into 2025.
Okay,
can't wait.
As you guys know, a few months ago, meat eater. As you know, a few months ago, I bought a Bob Mackie gown. It's been a dream of mine. I've been looking at them forever on auctions and all this stuff. Well, I found out that Bob Mackie was going to be at the studio where we film E-News. So he wasn't going to be on my show. He's on another show. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to like bring in the gown so that I have it there in case we start talking or I meet him or whatever. And I can just show him the gown. Maybe there's like a great story because it's from 1983. And I was like, is it a fake? Like, I don't fucking know, So I'm in makeup and I have the eye patches on and I'm so ugly. I'm like halfway through hair. Like I'm not my cutest self. And in walks Bob Mackie and they put him, he's for those of you who don't know, very famous costume designer, designed Cher, Carol Burnett, like Zendaya's been wearing his stuff, Sabrina Carpenter, Miley, like he's having a moment again. He sits down next to me and he's old, right? He's like 80 something years old. So he's kind of like in it, kind of out of it. And Joe, his like person, I was like, oh my God, I took my whole glam squad. We went to the documentary a couple weeks ago. It was amazing. And he's like, oh, you did? What'd you think? And he's telling me stories about Cher. Like it was so amazing. And then I walk over like the timidest duck. I was like, Mr. Mackie, hello. I host E-News and you're not going to be on my show, but like, I just want to tell you I've loved you my whole life. And I worked with Greg Barnes, who like knew you. And anyway, and I was like, and I bought a Bob Mackie dress and I'm going to wear it this award season. And so I start crying hysterically like a fucking loser. And he's like, put it on. And I was like,
naked.
they were going to pull him. No, they were going to pull him. So I was like, the glam team, like the gays went into full effect and they were like, rip. They put the dress on. I now have video and photo of me in the Bob Mackie and Bob fit it on me. Because I was like, is it too big? Should I take it in? He's like, no. And then he was like lifting up the hem to see if and then he looks at me and he goes, and I go, because it's supposed to be loose. It's like bat wing. He's like, it's supposed to be loose. He goes, no, this dress is not supposed to be loose.
Oh.
It's easy.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
like it's
so
not loose. It's
cool.
just easy. It sits on it. It's easy. And he goes, when you wear this, you'll wear your hair back, a drop earring, black stockings, and a black pointy toe shoe, and that's it.
Well, now you know how to style
And then he walked out of the room.
That's cool.
amazing.
What a story, right?
That's really cool.
I know.
So
It was
what an
fucking
icon.
amazing. And he was like this, I remember this dress. It was in a very fancy photo shoot. It's from 1983 and it was just crazy. It was just so
That's
cool.
so cool.
So we're manifesting only fancy, fabulous things. Hopefully I get asked to do something for award season where I need to wear that dress. So, because I told him I was going to wear it and I don't have that job yet, but we'll see. I'm manifesting it. And when we come back, we're manifesting our lives. All right, we're back. This is the most popular episode of LadyGang every year, and I manifested that for us. And this is the year where every year I make all of us go through what our goals were last year and then manifest what's coming up for 2025. And so I went through the episodes. I looked at what everyone's manifests were, and we can make our new lists together. I'm very, very excited. Okay. Becca, I'm going to start with you. Your first manifest for 2024 was do more activities with Ford. How did you do?
I'm trying to think about this year. Well, as he gets older, he just gets easier to do activities with. So I do feel like I've nailed it. I mean, going on tour was hard because there were like things I missed out on, like him going to sit on Santa's lap, which was like pretty much a low point of motherhood for me.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to make up for it this month by doing a lot of like going to see lights and going on a boat ride around the lake to see all the lights. So I've been pretty good. I mean, that was a stupid thing to manifest because that's just like me being a parent. So, but I did it.
She's like, I didn't do a single fucking thing.
I took him on a hayride. I took him, around the fun holiday things. We traveled with him a ton this summer, which do not recommend. But we did it.
Yeah. Jac, your fun manifest for 2024 was start playing pickleball. How'd you do?
Once.
You didn't play pickleball one time?
No. Well, now that I actually have a house, we have like a little, what's it called? Community thing. It's not a nice one. It's not like one at Becca's house, but like they have pickleball courts and stuff. So I just need to get in the house to be able to play the pickleball because I can walk there. But no, I haven't played it not even once this year.
You have to learn before Lady World.
I know how
you guys
to play.
I don't know how to play. I'm very confused.
This is not okay because when I tell you what I don't even need you guys because I'm going to have other lady gangers that love pickleball. The pickleball tournament,
I will get there.
There are pickleball courts right next to the festival, like where everybody's staying for Lady World. And when I tell you what I have been dreaming up and what I've been drafting, and Jac, I obviously need you to help me execute this.
Well, then you can't kick me out of the situation then.
Well, you better fucking learn because none of us are going to sit around watching you learn where the kitchen is, okay?
I know where the kitchen is. It's in the front.
You don't know the rules of the kitchen, okay?
I know. I'll have to refresh, but I'll get there.
Anyways,
it's not that hard.
It's complicated and keeping score is the hardest part. But anyways, I am sorry to go on a tangent. I'm just the Lady World pickleball to me is like where I'm putting my energies and the team names that I'm coming up with. As soon as I have a head count, it's all bets are off. Get fucking ready. I have a theme going. It might be something. It might have something to do with housewives. It might not, but just stay tuned. So you got to manifest learning, or you're not going to be part of the fun.
Okay.
I shockingly for manifesting only did things that were for work.
Yeah.
And here's what's crazy is I'm just going to say off because I had this manifest that we did on the show and then I wrote another list. They were, similar. Go skiing, go surfing. I did neither of those two things. I did not surf. I did not ski. I did go to the beach.
Had surfing twice now. 2 years.
More than that.
Maybe 3.
Yeah. We're never going to surf. We're never, ever going to surf.
No, we're going to surf at Lady World. Do
Do they have
surfing
surfy
there?
waves? I think the beach is
you
too
can
nice.
you can really boogie board there.
I'm going to
though.
boogie
I love a
board
boogie
my
board.
labia right into that beach. You know when you go boogie boarding and you're like, oh, that's a whole pound of sand right in my crotchal area, and it just like sits. Oh, feels so good.
Yeah.
Okay, but I said 2024 is going to have the best year ever in my career. And this is kind of weird because these things that I told you guys last year, I manifested them on LadyGang where it matters. I said it out loud, but I didn't have them on my paper list. And I didn't do anything until on my paper list that I looked at. But then I went back and listened to it. Here's what it was. I'm going to do an E live from the red carpet. I got one. I did like 4.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to be offered to host my own show, which I wasn't, but like I was. I got offered to host E! News. So that counts.
Yeah.
And then I said I was going to be on Broadway, which I didn't get.
Did you get that? Did you get E! News in 2024? Like the hosting job?
February.
Really?
Yeah, we announced it the day before the Oscars.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Becca, for career, you're going to drink your own Kool-Aid.
Wow.
Do you feel like you drank the Kool-Aid?
I mean, I will say this year, and I've talked about it, I hate talking about my career on this podcast. But I will say this was the first year since in a long time that I got dangerously close to some pretty huge projects.
Yeah.
Did I get them? No. Does it make me upset that those dangerously close projects became huge? A little, a tiny bit. Does it sting? Sure. But it allowed me to drink my own Kool-Aid because I thought, well, if somebody didn't have nice tasting Kool-Aid, they wouldn't have gotten this far in the process, I wouldn't think. So
There you go.
Yeah, I drank it. Did anyone else? No, but I did. Maybe next year I have to manifest
you think
with
about
someone
2025.
else.
Yeah, you have to think about this. Put a pin in that because we're coming back to your 2025, and I feel like this is something.
Right.
Jac, you said for career, focus on your drawing, and you wanted to paint on vintage clothes.
Oh, that's weird.
But you made your jacket.
But I do like that.
Remember,
What
you
jacket?
made
You made your jacket
Yeah.
for the MySpace documentary.
Yeah. I mean, I think so many of the things that were on my list, it's like, I just like still don't have a place to do them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like everything hinges on my freaking house getting done. But I did do drawings. Yeah. I didn't paint, but I DIY'd that jacket. So that's a start, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The sample.
One of mine's was to get abs and muscles. I've since lost them, but I did go through a 3-month phase where I was like plotting every day. And it's actually funny, at the end of our LadyGang tour, I went back through all the pictures that people had taken of me, of my cherries. And I was like, damn, there was like a mid-tour where I was like, I could almost see my abs coming through that unitard. And then the last tour is a bean and cheese burrito just popping out. But anyway,
Bean, cheese, and chicken.
I do feel much stronger. Like I can do way more with my body than I ever could before.
Yeah.
Like I'm back to being like strong. And I love that feeling. I love the feeling of like feeling strong and being like, I can lift this, I can hike this, I can do this, like 2 reds and a blue on the reformer, you know? Okay. Love for Becca. Do more date nights with Zac. Did you do a single date night?
Nope. We just went out for our anniversary on December 3rd. Does that count?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
that was
that's
a date night. Did you put on like an outfit? Like not a sexual outfit because I know you wouldn't do that, but like a nice outfit to go out with him?
I think I was in a turtleneck, but I did get dressed and we went to this really Jac, next time you're in Austin, this is going to knock your socks off. Ooh. There's a place here called Prelude. And Austin has great nightlife and great restaurants and stuff, but sometimes it's just not the like vibe. It's a college town. And so there's like a variety, whatever. This place, Prelude, is the best cocktails I've ever had in my life and little canapes. And and it's this old Victorian home and it's totally renovated inside, but kept like cozy fireplace, lots of cool wallpaper. And so Zac and I went there and it was like, I haven't had an experience. We're so spoiled. We get to go out so much and experience so much. I hadn't had like a really special experience like that in a while. And it was kind of the perfect date night. So
that's cute.
We did do that. But don't start going to Prelude because then I won't be able to get in. Okay, people?
Do more date night with Zac is your goal. One date.
Yeah,
do
one date
night.
Jac, yours was feel settled, get a home.
I don't feel settled, that's for sure.
But you got a home.
We finally got the house. Still not settled.
There's nothing worse than a renovation. We know this. Like it makes you feel insane. It never ends. It's so expensive. You're like, why am I paying for pipes? Like it's such an upheaval. But you're going to feel so much better. 2025, just think about that. It's going to be like your settling era.
Yeah. And I'm proud of me and Jared because, I mean, like you said, there's nothing worse than a renovation. And we haven't wanted to like rip each other's heads off. Like we've been very good with it. Even though there's been so many question marks thrown in and dollar signs thrown in our faces that we didn't think that we were going to have to deal with. So I think that we've been handling it really well. I'm proud of us.
It's good because my marriage almost didn't make it through this last one, as you guys
No,
remember.
I actually we feel like strangely close
like
to
a
the
little
whole
team.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Mind, Becca, yours was take a break from your phone.
I think
Do you feel
I've
like
done
you
a
were
pretty good
better?
job. Yeah, I think I'm better. I consistently sleep with my phone outside of the bedroom.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm way more present, and it has to do more with like the age that Ford is, because he actually will notice now if I'm on my phone versus like last year when he was more of a blob. Yeah, I think I've been better. I could be even better, but room for improvement.
Always.
Jac, yours was spend more time in nature for your mind.
Oh, I mean, I didn't spend a lot of time in nature, but we went to Idlewild for Thanksgiving and we're going to Lake Arrowhead. I should be there at this very moment. I wanted to start, well, this isn't manifesting for next year, but yeah, I spent a little time in nature. Better than none.
It feels so nice, right?
It's the best. It's the best. I literally feel the best that I ever feel when I'm in nature. That's why I'm like, I got to get out there. Got to get into it.
Got to get through this. Well, if we went surfing, we'd be in nature.
That's true.
Okay, Becca, for your body and health, you said continue to use your sauna. Have you been sauning?
Mm-hmm. I sent it to Jac because she needs it for her new house. Yeah, I've been pretty good. Couple nights a week right before bed, I just get in my little energy sauna and I watch a little TV and then I shower and go to bed, and I sleep better every night that I do that. So, and the sauna, this whole year, I was inundated with content about how freaking good it is for you.
I know,
for your
I am
heart
too.
and longevity and all that stuff. And I think it's helped with my psoriasis.
Does it ever make you constipated? Because if you're not hydrating enough, doesn't it like suck everything up?
I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm not really the constipated type.
Yeah, that's true.
She's not a good tack. She's not a good.
I'm not a good guinea pig.
Yeah.
Jac, for yours, you had a 6,000 daily step goal and be more consistent with working out. And we all know you went to hot yoga one time. So
yeah.
Hey, but that was like last week. I'm in my beginning phases. I'm trying. I'm in discovery.
You're like, it's almost the end of the year. I got to like check this one off.
No, it's not even that. I just like with all of my health stuff going on, I felt very frazzled like in my own body. Like it's and very like
uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. I don't even know the like exact word I'm looking for, but just everything feels like I'm like in fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
So I was more, I don't care about working out for like my trying to get like in better shape or whatever. I needed to find something that was going to like settle my mind. And then I feel like it's so scary trying to find a new workout class. So it's like I put it off and put it off and put it off until I was finally like, I got to do something or else I'm going to go fucking crazy. So I've been to 3 different yoga places, which I think is even more impressive than going to one.
I do too.
3 times.
Did any of them really knock your socks off?
No, like we talked about it recently. Yeah. There's this place in LA called Moto that I used to go to all of the time, like 4 times a week back in the day. And they have a very specific flow that they do. And they do it to very like really good music. So I've been trying to find that same vibe, but it's very hard. A lot of yoga places, especially hot yoga, will play like top
garbage.
40s. And I'm like, I don't want to listen to Ariana Grande while I'm like trying to get in the Zen zone. So I'm still in the hunt. I did like the one place that I went to, but I'm still searching.
All right. When we come back, 2025 is on the table. All right, we're back. 2025 is very exciting. Now, I've already done my list, so I'm going to help you and guide you through your lists making.
Like a shaman.
Like a shaman. But if you know this, it's very important. This is the way we do it, is that you say it out loud, what you're going to do in 2025. And then I implore you, that's not the right word. I ask you to write it down and hang it somewhere you have to see it every day. So I'm looking at my 2024 manifest right now in front of me in my office. So I look at it every day, and it's exciting when you can cross off something. One of the things that I didn't talk about from last year was I wanted to have an organized digital life, which is a ridiculous thing to manifest, but I did it. I hired someone to do like a vault of footage for me, and it all exists. And I went through my Dropbox and our LadyGang Dropbox and like deleted things that we'd saved from 10 years ago that we no longer needed. Like I'd no longer have like the random deck from 2005 from the Insider. Like I just really organized my digital life. I felt very proud. I'm going to do more of that in the new year. I'm going to start scanning things. I got a scanner. But anyway, okay. So here's our list. So for health for 2024, I am going to quit Celsius.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. It's gotten out of hand. It's out of hand. But what's interesting about Celsius is that I don't feel like it's going to be as hard of an addiction to cut than Diet Coke, because I don't want it the same way that I want a Diet Coke. Diet Coke is like a way of life, and it is an addiction. A Celsius just a get up and go. It's like a habit. So I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to just do aminos. That's it. Aminos and water. And I'm actually going to take it one step further. I'm really going to try to cut out the bubbles, because I don't feel good when I have bubbles of anything.
Because you're having
sparkling
too much
water.
You're having too much.
Yeah, obviously.
You don't know how to do moderation. So I guess this is what we've got to go with.
Cut it out completely, I guess.
Go with
How about
God.
you guys for health 2025? Becca?
Well, I've discussed my use of Zins before.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I've talked about it on the podcast, but I definitely talked about it at the live shows. I did a really good job this year, the year before. It was never on my list. But, I enjoyed the occasional cigarette in my late teens, early 20s, right? And then that was like, I got to cut that out. And I did. And then when the vapes came into the circuit, I started to be like, okay, I'll hit a vape. And then I was like, no more to vapes. And I've only vaped like maybe once in the last year. And then I was given a Zyn, which is this like packet of nicotine, which the jury is still out on like whether or not it's good for you, because nicotine has been studied and it's like good for the brain. It's like the whole, like Joe Rogan and all those like biohacker guys have nicotine sprays, whatever. But I have an internal feeling that this Zyn situation is not going to be good in the long term. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to quit that.
Quit the Celsius, quit the Zyn.
I love an upper. Me love too. Like the nicotine upper.
I love a Celsius upper. I'm just like, zing. Oh, life's like, I got this.
Well, I just looked up. So a Celsius has 200 milligrams of caffeine in it. So that's 4 shots of espresso.
No, go ahead. Were you going to finish?
Oh, no. I was just going to say that's like a lot. I mean, but that's also how much espresso I'd need to like try to poop. So I'm like, I need to figure something, because I need to quit it at some point too. But it's just so good.
But I did see someone on TikTok at one point talking about that it's that much caffeine, but there's also another ingredient in it that makes the caffeine work even stronger in your body.
Like chlorine or something like that, or whatever it is.
So she was like, I thought I was dying. Like she had to like go to her doctor, and the doctor had to explain it. But I guess Celsius isn't going to sponsor us anymore, but that's okay.
I guess not.
They can still sponsor me.
What are you doing for your health and wellness, Jacqueline? Celsius?
And well, I mean, I haven't even talked about it on the podcast yet, but I finally figured out what I think is triggering all of my hives and that whole situation. I did a mold test, and I have very, very high levels of 2 kinds of mold in my bod. Now, I always knew this. I just knew. My gut knew it. I was like, even when that stupid dermatologist was like, it's stress and it's only stress and there's no other way that it could be anything else, I was like, I had a feeling it had to do with mold. I didn't know, like I didn't, it must be from my old apartment. I had no idea, cause I didn't see any mold there, but I just knew in my gut. Anyways, been confirmed. So a health thing would be to be detoxing that mold out of my body next year. My hives have somehow gone away mysteriously, which is great. Knock on wood. I haven't wanted to talk about it because I didn't want to like jinx it. And then obviously, by this time, I have had my fibroid surgery. So hopefully I'm just like on a good, healthy 2025 kick in general.
I love that. Mold is a beast.
Yeah.
It will f you up.
Yeah. Thankfully, I haven't, like, again, knock on wood, had like most of it, because it's usually like respiratory issues and stuff like that.
Right.
Mine was just
So
like the
weird.
crazy hives. So I don't know. My body's weird. It like does weird things like that. I'm knocking on wood again.
Okay, well, for my soul in 2025, I put down find my philanthropic board and be of service.
Oh.
So last year, I was talking a lot about I wanted to start this thing for mental health and like blah, blah, blah. And I really did try, looked into it, and I was like, I actually can't take this on. I can't create another thing from scratch. So I think my service, my connections, my Rolodex, my ability to manipulate the press could all be amazingly used if I went on someone else's board. And so the first person I'm going to call is Selena Gomez, and I'm going to try to do something with Rare Impact Foundation because she has a great foundation going. And I just thought her documentary showed bipolar in such a beautiful way. It was really easy to understand. So she's my first call, but I'm sure she has way better people to be on her boards. And so I don't even know if she has a board. But yeah, I'm going to be on a philanthropic board, and I'm going to be inviting all my friends to come by a table for $5,000 so we can raise money.
That's a good idea.
Great idea.
Yeah.
What about for your soul, Becca?
You know, I've been using an app lately, the activation app.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I'm telling you. So I have so much guilt around the fact that I could never be a regular meditator. And I had all the apps of like, and they're beautiful, amazing apps that my friends like Chopra. It's a cool app, but like, I just can't find the freaking time to shut my phone off and lay it in quiet. Like, I don't like shutting down midday. Like, it's just a weird thing. I want to keep the energy up, up, up. Like I said, I like an up, up, up. So it's called the Activations app, and it's not meditation. And you would think it's something for me that I would be, this is cringe and I don't like it. But I think because it's so beautifully done, it's these little like 3-minute, 10-minute, you can do a 10-minute while you're walking and they're listed for whatever you need, a 3-minute pep talk. The music underneath it that they play is really inspiring, or whatever the theme is, like finding joy. You feel like you're in your own movie when you're listening.
Yeah.
And then there's somebody speaking to you. And it's sort of like a pep talk for your soul. And this is the first thing that I have ever been actually like I've felt the shift in my whole body.
The chi.
Like we were on the plane and I was about to go to Phoenix, and I get really anxious leaving Ford, and I don't like leaving him. And it just gets harder and harder, and I get sadder and sadder. And I hit a bit of like a depression dip when I'm leaving every day or like the night before I leave him. So I decided to play one of theirs that was like something about joy. And I was on the plane, I put my headphones in and I played it. And I swear to you, within like 4 seconds, I was like, wait, I am shifted. I feel joyful. Like, it's so weird. So I am going to do more of that. I just recently discovered it, and I'm going to do more because it's pretty cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. Jac?
I don't have anything like specific, but there's like a lot of little things I think for the soul. I started reading. We all know that. I can't stop talking about it. But I feel like I have like a routine now before bed that I go to bed 30 minutes early and I read for 30 minutes. And for me, it just like, I don't know. It's like self-care in a way that I've never really done before because I've never been a reader and like stuck with it this long, like 6 months. But like little things like that, and like making myself with the mold thing, it's like I've been saunaing and doing dry brushing and stuff like that. Like, I'm not good at having a routine of like self-care. So I think just like little things like that, just to make my soul feel better and like less frazzled.
It's so nice. Does it make you sleep better? Like does it make you more tired before you go to bed? Because reading really makes me tired.
No.
Okay, cool. Well, it might be what you're reading, because you do read dread books.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not, but it does like put me, I think just because it's now becoming part of my routine, like I crave doing it. And then like, I feel like now I'm like settling myself down, and then I don't really go on my phone like right before bed, which is, I know it's inadvertently like helping me.
Yeah, you're calming your nervous system.
Yeah.
Okay, because I had so many on my list, I'm going to read 5 more, and then I'm going to get one more each from you guys, because it's going to take literally 100 years. Okay, my other ones are create a soul family home in Mexico. I'm really strongly thinking about buying a tiny...
Did you say soul family home?
Yeah, soul family home.
What does that mean?
Like,
I'm
I
scared
want
to
to
know.
create a
I'm
place...
upset. It sounds like a cult.
Yeah.
kind of, but it's just for me. It's a place where my family and friends can go. It's easy to take care of and maintain. It's really super beautiful in nature. And it's like where we go to create memories and just reset our souls. That's very easy to get to. And it's available for not only me, but my family, my friends. Like I just really feel the need to have somewhere that is not Los Angeles, because Los Angeles is like really killing my soul.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That would be my dream.
Great. And are you officially buying it?
I don't know yet. We're still working on it.
Okay.
It's hard to like,
yeah.
It's scary,
Logistics.
you know? I'm like, ugh, okay. I really want to sell a solo book. I've had this idea for a book that I want to write. I don't know if it'll sell without you guys and your social media behind
I'm
it.
sure
but
it will.
I
We'll
would
still post about it.
Thank you so much. I really decided that I was very inspired by Danny Pellegrino, our friend who's a podcaster, because he's just like a podcaster and like does a little bit of pop culture. And he was in a holiday movie this year. And I realized that without the Thanksgiving Day parade and without the Rockettes, the holidays, I'm not jolly. I didn't even set up my Christmas tree. Like I have no holiday cheer left. So I want to like be a guest in a holiday movie next year. I don't care if it's Lifetime or Netflix. Like I'll be the girl that has the coffee shop. I need one line. I just want to like be in it so that I'm like on set in July, like doing a holiday movie.
Well, you're Canadian and they shoot so many of them there that you could probably easily get a job. Just contact Jonathan Bennett and say, I want to be in a Hallmark movie. What do I do?
I don't want to be the lead, obviously, can't act, but like, I just want to be like a part of it. Like I want to be like the sister or the aunt or someone that's just like has 5 lines in the whole thing.
Well, you know what's weird is that I just had a conversation this morning about a holiday movie, and it would be something.
Does she need a sister?
We don't know because we're going to be creating the whole. We're going to be writing the script for this. So
wait, so you're going to write your script for this holiday movie, but I texted Becca last week being like, why don't we write a script for a true crime Christmas movie? Because there are none. And that would be such a great crossover.
True crime and Christmas doesn't go together.
Well,
that's why she said no.
No, the real reason I said no is I said to Jac, like I don't know if this can be in the podcast, but I said there's no money in writing a script for.
But then you're doing it.
But I'd be in it.
So you could be in this one too.
No,
I'm star in it.
I don't think a true crime Christmas movie is going to sell, but live your life.
Yes, it would.
I think you're onto something. Listen, I never said it was a bad idea. I just know how you are. And I know that this is to make money and not to do anything other stuff.
No, I would think I want it for a creative outlet.
Okay.
I think I don't need to make money off of it.
You write it and we'll sell it.
Jac, you don't have to write the script, but write the premise and then we're going to go from there. Okay. Is that 2025 manifestation?
2025, put it on.
Okay, I'm done.
All right.
Ho, 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 you're dead. That's what it's called.
It would be such a good crossover. What are you talking about?
Homicide.
Ho, ho, ho. I think that there is, I'm not going to lie, I think that there's already a show called that.
Oh my God, that's amazing though. Okay. Last 2 things are, I want to take 3 pottery classes. Our friend Sharon Stone and I have been talking for a year about going to the wheel pottery class in our neighborhood.
I love the wheel.
And I just know I'll be terrible at it, but I just really want to go. So that's on my list. And my last thing is that I have a friend group right now that is really broken. There's been a lot of going on in the world between wars and elections and COVID. Like it's been really bad. And this friend group means the world to me. And we are absolutely broken. Like the text chain it's just basically wishing each other happy birthdays for a year. Like there's nothing really there. It's very broken. And I really want to put us all back together because I miss them so much. And I don't have beef with everybody, but there's just been a very big break in many different cracks. And so I'm going to try to put that back together for 2025.
Well, I know what most of them are fighting about, and I have to tell you, it's never going to be solved.
I know.
Good luck.
Yeah. But I think we all have to get to a place where, not for this podcast, but like.
No, this is another time.
I mean, let us all get to a place where we can all still be friends and love each other, even though we're imperfect. And
also, it's not about the election. This probably sounds like it's the election. It's not the election.
No.
You can be friends with people who voted for different people. It's fine. But they're fighting over like some deeper shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sad. Okay.
So that makes me sad, but
Okay.
I don't think it's going to work out for you.
No, I know. We'll try. We'll see. Okay. Last two. What's your last manifest, Jac?
Well, number one, I want to have a Jac Vanek tent at Warped Tour.
Yes.
So that's a personal goal that I think I can make happen. And another one, thanks to you, Keltie, because at the last LadyGang show, I went up to Keltie. I was like, let's write this book, because Keltie and I have been talking about this book about Brian Ross, kind of.
Yeah.
And you were like, well, I'm actually writing my own book, but you and Alexis should write a true crime book. And so I've taken that advice, and I think that we're going to try to write a book this year.
Is it going to be fiction
like
based
the
on
Tamron Hall books, like a beach read? It's paperback, but it's like really good, true crime, page turner.
Like a fast, like a 250-page thriller, kind of like loosely based on like
Ryan Ross.
Two podcasters and like getting intertwined in like some kind of something going on.
Yes.
With some like spooky, maybe supernatural things going on. But I'm really excited about it. And the best part is Alexis is a Keltie. She's a workhorse, and she will make sure we get it done in like 2 months. So
Great.
I'm excited about that. So those
Just
are my two. What?
Just make sure you watch Kaylee Cuoco's show about podcasters who get intertwined in a true crime thing, so you don't knock it off unintentionally.
Well, and I also looked up other books that were based on like other thriller podcast true crime, because I don't want. Yeah, that's exactly. I don't want to like accidentally rip somebody's idea off, but I think I'll be fine.
Talk about no money.
I know.
It's for
See, it makes me creative. I'm just excited. The same thing with writing my true crime Christmas show. Just got to be
ho homicide. Okay, Becca, what's your last two manifests of the year?
I am.
Be careful; they're going to come true.
They are. They never do. So, no. I drank my own Kool-Aid last year, but this year I'm going to make others drink my Kool-Aid. I don't know how. I don't know how to do that, but that is the goal. Some other people are going to drink my Kool-Aid, and they're going to like it, and they're going to want seconds and thirds.
Yes.
And then in my family life, I really want to be a little bit more domestic this year, because we're not touring. We only have one weekend, and that's Lady World. And so up until then, I really want to minimally travel and do like cook dinners for my family and lean into just a little bit more of my domestic life, because I'm actually quite enjoying it, and I want to. And it's not forever. Like in 10 years, he's going to spit in my face and tell me he's going to Chick-fil-A with his friends, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Chick-fil-A sounds so good right now.
So good. Okay. Well, I love you guys. Yeah.
What?
Wait, speaking of Chick-fil-A, you know, Josh Peck and Girl with No Job's husband. I feel bad. What's his
Good
name?
Boys. Good Men, their podcast.
Boy with,
Derek loves it.
They have a podcast. It's very funny, but I just see clips on the internet, and Josh read this testimonial of one of their listeners that went to a funeral with an open casket, and the grandmother who was in the casket was a big fan of Chick-fil-A. She loved it so much. So they set up the buffet right outside the open casket. So you had to go to pick up like your chicken nuggets and Polynesian sauce while staring in the casket at the grandma.
That's iconic.
Honestly, the best funeral I've ever been to.
Right? So, Jac, we can do that with Jersey Mike's and you. Although I hope I die first. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. My main manifest for 2025 is to sell out Lady World, and tickets are available right now. LadyWorld.co. It is going to be so much fun. We need to do a better job explaining exactly what we have planned, but we're going to do it. And if you are sitting around during the holidays and want to get your tickets, check out everything we have to offer at LadyWorld.co. It's going to be incredible. And I'm wishing everyone a happy new year. And I'm excited for 2025. It's our 10th birthday year, 2015 to 2025. Only good things. Very exciting.
Whoop.
It's our 9th year. We can't do this anymore. It's our 9th year.
But doesn't it? What if it says 2015 to 2025? Isn't that 10 years?
Yeah.
But right now it's been 9.
Yeah. Okay.
We're in our 9th year.
Ninth year, heading into 10. Okay.
Yeah. Next year's 10.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.